Good day, everybody. World Money Wins here. I think one of the things about stacking gold and silver is you end up learning a lot about history and about the uses of precious metals and the demand for it. And I really like learning. That's one of the attractions of precious metals. Learning about different things. So today I'm going to learn something else. I'm going to assemble a solid state drive. I just switched back to Apple or iPhone instead of Android. I have a Samsung. I'm actually filming on a Sony Xperia 5 Mark IV, their newest Xperia, and they have a really good camera, a really good videography program in there. And so one of the cool things about Sony is on the Xperia, you can put a micro SD card inside underneath the SIM card. So you have expandable storage. You can put a terabyte of storage inside the phone. So you don't even have to use the phone's storage. Well, with Apple, I think the biggest memory you can get is 1 terabyte, and it costs about $500 more than the base model iPhone. Now, I'm using an older iPhone. I'm using the iPhone 11, and they use it for phone calls, basically. That's about it. And checking my social media stuff. But the user interface with the iPhones is just, it's just way easier. You can do simple tasks with one stroke, with one swipe of your finger. Whereas with the Sony, you got to do several steps, like just deleting one of my security camera photos on the Sony. You have to click on the video, then you have to hit the trash while the video is playing. So you can't just do it quietly. The video will start playing with the sound. You have to click the trash button, and then it'll say, okay, do you want to really delete this? And then you have to click yes. And with the iPhone, the same program, the exact same program, it's gone. No sound, it's just gone. You just swipe it. So that's, it seems like there's a lot of programs that are like that, or a lot of apps that are like that. This is the Sabrent 1 terabyte drive. I don't know anything about computer stuff. I just watched a few YouTube videos. And I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I want to make sure I do the heatsink right. Looks like they're putting it on the case. It seems like I've seen a lot of people put it actually right on the SSD before putting it in, or before installing the case cover. I don't know what case this is. This isn't the one I have. But you can pause the video if you want to check out any of this stuff. But this came highly recommended. I've got a friend, Joe Brown from Heresy Financial. He did a video about doing this exact same procedure, and I think I got a different enclosure than he did. But I like the enclosure that I got, at least from the YouTube feedback. This is blurry. Holy cow. Oh well. I'm just documenting. Maybe this will be a bad video. Who knows? So I got this enclosure for it, which I thought was cool. There's more modern ones and more popular ones than this, but I thought this one had everything that I wanted. This is Thunderbolt compatible, so your download and upload speeds or your read and write speeds are almost 2,800 megabytes per second, which is about as fast as your desktop. Oh, this one. Okay, so this is going to be a tool design. So this comes actually with Thunderbolt cable. I have autofocus on, but it is not autofocusing. Why is this video so terrible? Oh well. So, I'm just learning as I go. But, so, anyway, back to the reason why I got this. Since I'm back on the iPhone ecosystem, I don't want to have to pay for iCloud storage. Now, I've got enough. I think I pay around $3 a month for iCloud storage. And I think that's 200 megabytes. And now I'll have a terabyte. So I can, by doing this, I mean, you don't have to buy all this new stuff. You can do it just with an old garage sale computer. Just pull the hard drive out of it. And you can use that somehow with some cables and creativity. I wanted something nice, something that's brand new. And so what I could do is I could back up my iPhone to this. I could back up my iMac to this as well. And here's the inside. So instead of paying for iCloud service, I can back up my stuff on my own. I can have my own iCloud. And this focus is not very good. I need to learn how to do videography. So I'll take the terabyte hard drive. It only goes in one way. So that's my reasoning for doing this. And it looked like it was a super easy, fun project because I'm not tech, as you can tell by me fumbling with this tiny screw. I'm not really a techie. I use Apple products because I don't like working on computers and fixing them. So with the Apple products, I don't have to worry about that. They just work all the time. And I know that'll anger some of you computer guys, but it's just the way I use it. I don't need the other stuff. So peel off this stuff here. I'm going to put it right on the SSD. And then somehow you have to peel off this side. This is going to be complicated, isn't it? I mean, low light, because the light was reflecting so bad. The overhead light. This is going to get impossible, isn't it? Using metal tools on this is not an idea. Not a good idea. This is going to be the most difficult part of the whole thing. Taking the sticky. I'm going to have to do it right in my face. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Bubble gum from the 1980s. So, come on. This is like impossible to get the sticky stuff off. Unbelievable. Almost, almost, almost. This is incredible. This is wild how hard this is to get the sticky stuff off. Huh. It's going to be an hour-long video of me trying to get this crap off. I think I did it. I did it. Oh my gosh, this is... Wow. So this stuff is not cooperating very well. Maybe you guys can tell me what I'm doing wrong. I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off, screw it. Hopefully that's good enough. And then, how does this go back together? Okay. All right, I can feel it made contact with the thermal tape. And that's it. This thing is complete. I'm not going to do the erasing and configuring. I'm not going to torque these down too tight. Anyway, so this is what I learned today. The most difficult part of assembling your own solid state drive is getting the thermal, is getting this sticky crap off the thermal tape. So now I've got a Triplete enclosure that is USB-C and Thunderbolt compatible, so it can have fast transfer speeds. And that's it. Anyway, that is done. So I'm going to configure it, and then I'm going to dump all my iPhone photos on it and all my iCloud stuff onto it. And then I'm going to get a hold of Apple and say, please stop charging me every month for a service that I can accomplish with this. Now, this wasn't very cost efficient because I spend $3 a month for iCloud storage, and this total bill, the enclosure was more expensive than the SSD. Terabyte SSD was $80, I believe, and then the enclosure here that's got the circuit board and stuff in it was $130, I think. So if you calculate $3 a month, how many years it would take to pay for itself. But I'm free now. I'm free, so I don't have to worry about that $3 ever again. And it may seem silly, but I control my own data now, or I control my own stuff. Even though, I mean, it's still going to be on the cloud somehow, but I've got my own backup. They can't hold it for ransom or delete my account or restrict me, because I have everything here, or I will have everything here once I upload it. So some of the freedom that you get from owning precious metals, I'm going to have with this as well. I might do a couple more of these, because one thing about these is it's kind of cool. You can get a smaller one. You can just do it on a thumb drive. Actually, let me unlock my desk. I'm going to show you an old thumb drive I have. I've got this, Marvin the Martian. Just rip his head off. Bam. But with something like this, you can make copies of your passport, driver's license, car titles, house deed, all the important information. And you can encrypt this so nobody can read it, and then you can have a copy of everything just in case you are traveling out of the country or something like that. You can have this in your luggage, and if you lose your wallet, your ID, and everything, you can have a backup here. Not that you can use it as ID to board a plane, but you can at least go to an embassy and say, hey, here's who I am, and they can verify that information from this. But that's my cool Marvin the Martian thumb drive. But I might get a couple more of these. I might get one of these for important stuff and then put it in the safe. And then this one's just going to be for cloud backups. I'll keep this in the safe as well, but it'll house all my pictures and all my stuff from iCloud. But anyway, I think that's about it. I hope you guys are having an awesome Memorial weekend. We have a 3-day weekend here where a lot of people barbecue and forget why we have this weekend. But anyway, that's not what I do really. Today's kind of a slow day, and I'll pay respects in my own way. But I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next video.